Alrighty, I'm Laura Gwyn of Laura Gail Gwyn Properties, and with us today are Derek Rentz and Marie Baker from Pillar to Post.
Hi there.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel that you've been impacted the most with today's COVID challenges?
Definitely a slowness just in general. The real estate market's been definitely, I think, affected to a point. Not as many well, from what I understand, there's plenty of buyers and not enough sellers is some of the hurdles we're having. People are definitely nervous to have someone like myself come into their home. We've actually had a few people cancel their home inspection because sellers are too afraid to have anybody enter their home. And it's a little terrifying to think of someone foregoing a home inspection and buying a purchase. I know our opinion's slightly biased, but it's
Yeah, but
important.
They're very important.
Yeah,
so it's not just you talking about that. That's a real problem. I would really hate to hear that. Obviously, they just don't have enough information, and they don't know everything that you're doing. So why don't you talk about that? I mean, what are you doing to protect the public?
Sure. So on like Marie said, boots on the ground, when me or any of our employees go out to do a home inspection, if clients are there, of course, social distancing is a factor. We try and remain as far away from our clients as we need to remain safe, at least as per CDC's guidelines. Gloves, we have a stockpile now of rubber gloves. Thank goodness. That was quite the hurdle to find rubber gloves, but rubber gloves are worn, and they're worn at each inspection, thrown away at the end. We now sanitize our workstations. So for example, everything's done virtually now. We have an iPad with some brilliant software that we can come in, take pictures, do our thing, but there's still a certain level of setting down the iPad to type up comments and things of that nature. So we will type those up at the countertop, put them away. I've got
Come on in, sweetie. This is the world of COVID. Anything can happen.
Dad's talking in the bedroom. Nobody else is in there.
That's
speaking in the background. Anyhow.
So
gloves and masks. Yep, exactly. Sanitize our workstations, and if the sellers are home when we're there, or if we know, I guess, special requests, for example, if they ask that we do certain things, we try and just respect their wishes and make sure that those things happen.
Yeah, on my end, what I've been doing is when agents or clients call me and they ask, what are you doing for COVID-19? Honestly, we're leaving it up to the agents to best navigate that situation. It's so important for our clients to be able to attend the home inspection as often as possible, just because I would say at least 30% of the inspection report is given verbally by the inspector. If you really have that opportunity, I mean, pictures and words are, Derek, Jordan, Gideon, all of our inspectors are amazing. Their reports are beautiful. The pictures are beautiful, but there's only so much that can be conveyed in a typed up report. And so when a client comes, if they have a specific question and they want to talk to the inspector about it, it's just, just like a classroom situation. You always get more out of the process if you're able to engage, right? So we're trying to do our best to allow for our clients to still be able to be there while respecting the wishes of the homeowner. So in occupied homes, we're asking that we just make sure that the agents are getting permission from the homeowners, that they're comfortable with the clients being there. And then, like Derek said, going through and wiping everything down. If it's possible and the weather's nice, we're having these conversations in the driveway rather than in the living room, so that, we're limiting closed contact communication. Derek, are we doing printouts currently?
Yeah, we kind of put a hold on printing off. So what Marie's talking about, normally we print off every inspection, put it in a nice little binder. It's got some handy information in it. We've kind of put a hold on that temporarily. Of course, if a client requests it, I just explain to them why we're not printing out. But if they want a copy, I'm fine printing one out and handing it to them. But again, we're just trying to, curb the curve, as they say. So we're just trying to cut back on any human contact that we can.
And are you encouraging those buyers to just show up at the end?
I kind of leave that up to them and the agent, but at the end, at the very least, is preferable.
Yeah. We've had, obviously with everything that's going on, most of the time sellers leave during the home inspection. And right now there's nowhere for people to go. And so we've run into more and more instances of the sellers remaining for the duration of the home inspection. And some of our sellers are older. And, Laura, it might have even been your clients. Was it you that had clients that were going to go out and spend time in a in their motorhome out in the driveway during the
Maybe.
I can't remember if it was you or not, but
I have had that.
So, and so that's just adding another layer of complexity to the process right now. And so, we're all just kind of learning how to do it and still deliver the same thorough, timely, personal inspection that we've always been able to do.
Yeah. I definitely have a lot of opinions. You don't want to get me started, but I mean, I don't think it's necessary for a buyer to wander around an entire home inspection. I think they should, especially right now, I think sellers, if they want to stay, they should be allowed to stay. And, they can sit out in the backyard or whatever. I mean, there's so many different options, but I don't think ever, even pre-COVID, during COVID, or post-COVID, I don't think it's necessary for a buyer to wander around behind an inspector for 3 hours. Let him get his work done, come for the last 30 minutes, have him give you the tour. It's just, I think you're going to see so much change after this.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I think the world forever will be a different place.
Yeah. Hopefully people will remain kinder, and more efficient. I think the more that we do in an efficient manner, saving their time. I mean, sometimes first-time home buyers, especially, they want the experience. So I tell them, if you want the experience, that's great. Stand over there, just let Derek work,
A lot of people want to come, they want to measure for furniture. They want to, they're excited. Sometimes the home inspection turns into show and tell, and it's the second or third time that the buyers have been allowed to be in the house. And so they bring extended family, and it's a circus, so.
Yeah, and we really, my office, if anything like that ever happens, if you ever hear the word circus in your vocabulary come out, you call me, because
we've never had that issue with yours. It's always been fantastic. But
I've had 20 people at a home inspection one time. That was that was a circus.
No. I have a client buying a home in Redmond today, sight unseen, 100% virtual with a builder.
Awesome.
She was able to view the model home virtually only. So Derek, you are extremely lenient.
Yes.
You're very, very lenient. So, and you are super nice. So just don't be afraid to tell people no once in a while.
Right. Oh, I love the contractor dad that shows up to the inspection for the first time home buyer. That's always it's fun. You get used to it.
Yeah. And you do have really good, I hate to use the term bedside manner, but at least you know what I mean. I mean, you just have
that's what I refer to it as, for lack of a better term, but I agree with you 100%. There's definitely a right way to deliver information, and so few home inspectors seem to have that. Not that I'm talking bad about anyone in particular, but there are companies out there where it's all doom and gloom, and sometimes doom and gloom may be necessary depending on the circumstances, but everything's fixable. It's just a matter of who and how and how much does it cost. So we try and
we don't know that until we get bids.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.